Yo, what's up guys? Today I am here with my week 1 match of the Pokemon Showdown Premier League. I'm battling Zdrup or Zdruple. I really don't know how to pronounce your name, broski, so apologize if I just completely butchered it. But it's X and Y NU. Nice change of pace because I'm usually playing OU in tours, and I definitely appreciate playing lower tiers, especially NU. I actually really like NU. So I'm playing for the social media room. We actually already won week 1. We are 4-0 at the moment, and here we are with the 5th match. So let's get right into it. I'm using an offensive team as he's actually using a stall team. So I'm going to lead off with Mesprit as he leads off with Steelix. I don't want to go for Stealth Rocks right off the bat since he does have that Xatu. So I'm actually going to go right for the Trick because I am carrying a Flame Orb. So basically what I could do is cripple the Steelix or the Xatu if you want to go into it. Because I believe you can trick a Magic Bounce user. I actually confirmed that with my friends before, making this turn. So I decided to go for Stealth Rocks since he stayed in last turn, and I was thinking he might go for Stealth Rocks this turn. So I went for my Stealth Rocks, and what do you know, I get them up. So I am going to end up switching out into my Garbodor because I really would not mind taking a Gyro Ball at all, and I can bait in the Xatu and pull a double into my Rotom, but he actually ends up forcing me out into my Rotom. So I'm going to go for Volt Switch because he's burnt. He really can't touch me. His Gyro Ball will do negative crap, and I could just smack him with a Shadow Ball. So I'm going to Volt Switch out into my Audino, into my Pawniard, sorry. And I'm actually going to go right for the knockoff as he switches back out into his Steelix, which takes nothing from Little Bish's knockoff. But I really lose nothing from going for knockoff again, as a burnt Steelix really cannot touch an Evilite Pawniard. So I'm going to go for knockoff again, as he tried to use this to get a free switch into his Poliwrath, more than likely expecting my switch out into either Garbodor or Mesprit. Though Mesprit really doesn't make much sense, so probably Garbodor right there. So I'm actually going to go out to my Garbodor anyway, just in case he wanted to go right for the Circle Throw. I didn't want to switch directly into my Rotom, as I pulled a double predicting him to go out to Xatu since he could easily bounce back my hazards. But it didn't work out for me. You kind of have to make plays like that though when you're playing stall, as you want to get the advantage as much as possible. So I go for Volt Switch as he ends up bringing out a Steelix. I'm actually going to click Volt Switch again because, like I said, Gyro Ball does negative crap damage, and I could just Volt Switch out again if he does decide to switch, which he does decide to go out to his Audino. This time I'm going to go out to my Garbodor, and I'm going to go right for the normal gem boosted explosion. I figured he would try and stay in since he didn't switch out to Xatu last time, and I am able to get rid of Audino, which is one of the wish passers that he has completely gone. So I'm going to go out to my Mesprit now as he ends up bringing out his Hypno. I went out to Mesprit just because I had a good matchup versus Poliwrath or Steelix, as he ends up going for the Wish. I'm forced to switch out, so I'm going to go out into my Pawniard and actually pull a double switch into my Rotom, predicting him to want to go out into either Poliwrath or Steelix right here, as he actually does end up going out to Poliwrath. So I'm in a good position right here. I'm going to go right for the Volt Switch, I believe, as he actually ends up bringing out Steelix. No, I go for the Trick right here, because I was expecting him to actually want to switch out, and I wanted to get rid of my Choice Scarf because Rotom regular actually puts in a lot of work versus his team, and I don't need the extra speed in order to outspeed anything on his team. I outspeed everything on his team, so the basically the extra speed is definitely going to help me. So he goes out to Hypno because I do have Mesprit that could come in on like Psychic, and he can't go for Seismic Toss if he does have it. I'm actually going to go for Trick, that way I get his leftovers and limit his recovery of this turn, as I am going to go for the Shadow Ball as he decides to go for Protect right there. So I'm going to go for Volt Switch because this Rotom is actually pretty key for winning, and I do have Healing Wish support on my Mesprit that can actually bring it back, so I don't really mind the Toxic or the Stealth Rocks too much. So I'm going to go out to my Kangaskhan as he ends up going for the Wish, and I'm just going to go for Fake Out just to gauge how much it does to Poliwrath, as yeah, he did end up going out to Poliwrath. I'm actually going to go for the Double Edge, predicting him to want to go for Scald. I really didn't think he would go for Circle Throw just because I do have Rotom, which can come in for free on that. And I'm actually going to go for a second Double Edge because I want to force this Poliwrath to rest. I'm pretty positive his set was Rest, Circle Throw, Sleep Talk. So again, going for Double Edge just to get off damage on this thing. The one thing stopping my little Pawniard, Little Bish, from going through, like doing work basically. So I go for Double Edge again as he ends up sacking his Hypno, completely fine by me, as that leaves a lot more leeway for my Rotom to even do more work since Hypno is a special wall. So I'm going to go out into my Mesprit as he ends up going out into his Togekiss. I'm actually going to go for Trick first, giving him leftovers, taking his Eviolite. That way, though I did give him that extra recovery turn per turn, he's way less bulky on the special side. So I take this Toxic as now I'm able to go right for the Healing Wish as he decides to reveal the Psychic right there. And just going to basically pass that right to my Rotom. All the damage I took before making it completely void. So I'm going to go right for the Volt Switch just to gauge how much it does. As I can go out to my Pawn Yard because it walls this Togetic. He could either go for Roost, he already showed Psychic, and he showed Toxic. So basically, his last one is more likely Defog, so that would work out for me. I could beat him easily 1v1, but I'll pull a double onto my Kangaskhan, predicting his Poliwrath, as he predicts that very nicely, and clicks Toxic, as he is able to catch my Kangaskhan on the switch, and so really good play on his part. As now I'm going to go out to my Rotom, go for Thunderbolt just to bait him into going for Toxic in the following turn, which is why I'm going to go for the Volt Switch, as I am able to go out into my Pawn Yard right here, and now I can knock him out with the Iron Head, but he does have that Poliwrath, which can just come in, so I'm actually going to pull a double into my Rotom, predicting that Poliwrath to want to come in, and right here I can just click Volt Switch. I could have actually went for T-Bolt, but I wasn't sure how much Scald did. I did calculate later on to see how much Scald did, so I go for Volt Switch, and I basically get a kill, so I'm going to be able to knock out the Togetic as he ends up switching back into it, and I can go right out into my Pawn Yard, and if I want, I can click Knock Off on whatever he goes out into. Ends up going out to Xatu. I actually go for Knock Off right here, as he catches me off guard with the Heat Wave, so he might be running max speed Xatu, or just enough for max speed neutral Pawn Yard, but it doesn't matter because my Rotom is also max speed, so I can outspeed him right now. He can't switch out to Poliwrath because that'll be to a KO'd. Xatu is going to go down to the Thunderbolt, and his last is that Poliwrath, which, like I said, I can to a KO, and Scald is only doing about 30-something% to me. I calced it during this turn just to make sure I didn't have to go for Volt Switch and go out to for Alligator and start setting up SDs. So yeah, I'm able to eat up that Scald, even if he got a burn, didn't matter, and I can knock him out with the second Thunderbolt. So yeah, that was a good game, Z-Drop. I won my first match for the PSPL. Hope you guys all enjoy it. Leave a like if you did. I don't know if I'll be streaming today because I'll be doing a lot today. I'll be doing a lot. But yeah, you guys can always follow me on Twitch if you want to catch my streams. I actually recently got partnered on Twitch, so that's pretty cool. Twitch.tv/Pokegame. Stay tuned for more X and Y, and until next time, later.